All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Robin Smirking Gun Reviews. We're back with more Punisher Season 2. We're doing episode 9. It's called Flustercluck. So full spoilers if you haven't seen the episode. There's a lot of violence in this, but somehow still kind of is a little underwhelming because it started out really, really good, especially when the beginning basically has Frank telling everybody to kind of fuck off because he's just like, you guys just gotta stop, okay? Let me be me. I had a talk with my wife. She knew who I was. I am what I am. Not gonna change. You guys are holding me back, which is what I've been saying. And he finally just says, you gotta let me be me. 9 episodes in, we finally get him telling everybody to just piss off and let me be the Punisher. And we get some cool stuff with Billy, you know, taking out, just, robbing people, taking money. The only thing I don't like in this sequence is how bad the digital blood is in it. It looks really fake. Really fake. I mean, it looks like amateur hour as far as the special effects go. Just use squibs, man. I don't know what is going on with it's just terrible. It gets a little bit better later on. They do some practical effects with like gunshots to some people when Frank is killing him, but during the whole montage of Billy's little rampage, those digital effects were really bad. I mean, it didn't quite take away. It took me out of it, is what I'm saying. Like it was like, oh my gosh, Billy's really, going to town. But every time somebody gets shot, I'd be like, oh my goodness, like all they do is, But it's interesting. Billy's just, he breaks into Madani's place, and again, he's just pissed off that everybody else gets to remember what a piece of shit he is. He's mad that everybody else has memories of how much of a piece of shit he is. So he's mad because he wants those memories so that he can know how much of a piece of shit he is. At least Madani holds her own, like he's not backing down, showing that she's not afraid, even though she probably is. And then when he goes back to the doctor, who is just, again, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, trying to tell her, look, if I did what I did, Frank should have just killed me. But instead he made me suffer. That's, yeah. If somebody did that to you, I don't know. Billy's just a psychopath. So I guess there's really no understanding his point of view because it doesn't make sense. He deserves everything he gets. And this doctor, she's just, I don't know, man. Like, was she always this nuts, or did she have to meet, because it's hard to be a therapist, right? When you're batshit crazy. Like, how do you pull that off without people knowing how batshit crazy you are? I'm sure Billy brought out, the worst of it, but I don't know. There should have been signs. I fast forwarded through everything that had to do with, I'm going to basically call her Shisha who shall not be named, man. I'm making her fucking Voldemort in this, okay? All I know is that she left, took some money, took the pictures, and ran off to like hang out with one of her grifter friends without knowing that Corbin Burnson put out a bounty on her and Frank. I did kind of like the Corbin Burnson scene with Pilgrim and his son, because it just really shows, there are heroes in this world, and a lot of them, most of them, are dead because they did the thing that got, they did the heroic thing to help somebody else and they died for it. That's kind of how heroes are kind of mostly thought of. You think of people that died in World War II and how heroic their actions were and what they did to save things. Those are heroes. The heroes all die, but this world, we don't have superheroes, but we definitely in this world have supervillains. They might not, they don't have superpowers, but we've definitely got some fucking Lex Luthers in this country and this whole world. And these are like corporations and the way these people, and not just that, but people the way Corbin Burnson work, they're the supervillains in this world. The ones who just make deals about and have no care for the collateral damage or any of us. They don't think of us as really, I don't think, as people. We're just tools that, things that get in their way, or means to ends, pawns to be maneuvered and manipulated. So it is kind of interesting to watch these kind of scenes where people just casually, put bounties on people and try to rig and run elections and control things and control their son. He's trying to make his son just like do whatever he wants because, they want to control America. And I know it gets kind of heavy-handed here. And I mean, there is some anti-Trump kind of sentiment in this season, which I'm not opposed to, but it's just, I don't know. But I like Corbin Burnson. He doesn't get a lot of work. So it's kind of like cool to see him in this. Playing such a bad guy. I mean, Annette O'Toole, right? I think she was his wife. She's from Smallville and other things. She hasn't been back. And speaking of not been back, man, Alexa Davalos, man, she from the first 2 episodes, like she just disappeared. It's really strange that they brought in somebody that's known and not brought back. Maybe she'll show up in like the last act or something. I don't know. But when we get to Frank taking out one of Billy's little hideouts, and it's trying to find out where Billy is, and he goes to the bar. I love that he had the guy's finger still. I love that he put it in the jar. And then when those guys tried to, jump him outside, this is Frank's exposition dump where he finds out about the bounty. Just taking these dudes out like in seconds. It's great. Pilgrim going to get the bounty. I like how that turned out. I like that it's that this guy, he knows. He told Corbin Burnson, like, this is going to open up a whole, new set of problems, me going back. And I like seeing that when he thinks that he's going to meet a person who knows where Frank and Voldemort is, that it's a setup and that it's his old group, his old anti-supremacist. Like, they look Italian. So I didn't know, I don't know. But the one guy's from, Person of Interest and Rescue Me and stuff. But I do like that these guys are planning on teaching him a lesson. And they cut away. So maybe we're going to see when he comes back if Mr. Pilgrim is a badass as badass as Frank, maybe. I don't know. The whole thing with Madani and the doctor feels just bizarre. I kind of fast-forwarded through that, too, because it just didn't seem important. And who didn't see, look, I know that Voldemort went to go hang out with their grifter friend, and you just knew where that was going. I mean, there's a $5 million bounty on her head. This dum-dum goes running, and of course her friend turns on her and has all these dudes come to the place, and then Frank has to come and freaking rescue her. And his attachment to this kid, it is just so frustrating. It is just so frustrating. But that's the way the story goes, and that's why I try not to talk about it that much, because it's just so irritating. But going into this, episode 10, 10, 11, we got 4 episodes left. It is picking up steam. It has been picking up steam for the last couple of episodes. I wish, normally the Netflix shows have a strong start, and then a weak middle, and then they kind of finish strong. This has been kind of weak throughout, and then now near the middle-ish end, it's finally starting to pick up, aside from episode 3, like I've said before. So I do believe that we're going to keep, things are going to keep getting ramped up, and this probably will have a satisfying ending. I'm trying to be positive about it, even though I've been pretty disappointed overall. But that's just how the cookie crumbles. So anyway, that's the last one I'm going to do for the night. We're going to pick up with episode 10 tomorrow. I'm going to try to get some sleep tonight. And so If you like this review, please hit the like button, comment, share, subscribe, all that jazz. Otherwise, this is Rob at Smirking Gun Reviews, and have a great night. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.